Hi, we're going to look at syncing from Canvas into Edulastic. We're going to look at three parts: reasons for failures when we're trying to sync up, obviously the success of syncing, and finally how to assign assessments so they appear in your Canvas feed. In order for you to roster students in Edulastic through Canvas, your Canvas classes must have students. Notice that in this class we have students, and that in this class we do not. Thus, if I were to log into Edulastic and try to sync with this class, it wouldn't sync because there's nobody available to sync. In Edulastic, try to name your class the same way as it's named in Canvas. It just makes it easier. If you are unsure that if the naming is right, you can always click on Edit Class and it will allow you to change the name, change the topics and so on. Now, when I'm ready to sync with my Canvas account, I click on the Sync button. The issue here is going to be that I have no students, and so ultimately this will fail. Now that I have students in my math class in Canvas, I can go to Edulastic and I can roster them. Just double check that I have active students, and I do. So I click over here to this button here, which allows me to sign into Edulastic through Canvas. I now have these three active classes. I need to roster into math class, so I'm going to click on the Sync with Canvas button. Earlier, when I said you should name your classes in Edulastic in a similar way as in Canvas, it just makes it easier. Obviously, this isn't a big deal because there's only two, but if you had a more complicated naming pattern, it might be a bit harder for you. Choose that, sync. And now my students have been rostered into Edulastic using Canvas. One thing to remember is that the Canvas sync is active rather than passive. If a student joins your class or leaves your class, you need to come in and remember to click on the Sync with Canvas button in order to make those changes. These changes do not happen for you. Another way to think of it is that Canvas does not push data into Edulastic. You have to go into Edulastic and pull the data from Canvas. Our final piece is to assign in Edulastic and have that same assessment that's been assigned pop up in Canvas. So I'm going to look for a math assessment to assign to my math class. I'm not going to bother setting any of the other additional filters, superpowers, etc. I'm just going to assign, but notice that it has also been shared to my Canvas account. So I will now go to my Canvas account, look in math, and there is that assessment that has shown up in Canvas. CCSS Interim Form of Assessment Paint 2015-2016. And there it is.